Well, good day, good morning. Do you know the one thing that is required for you to go into a massively huge quantum space of all probabilities where you can manifest unbelievable things? Do you know what that one thing is? We're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Of course, I have to. Whole videos about this. And I'm going to propose a few things to you. And if you switch over, do this one thing, you will start to experience things that could freak you out. Why does it freak us out? Because human beings, we're looking at the world through the pea brain. You want to step out of the pea brain? Step out of the matrix? We're going to talk about that right now. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. You know what the one thing is? What does it take for you to manifest anything? My channel is about breakthrough fear, right? It's not just breaking through fear, total belief. Fear is when you don't believe something. I'm not going to have that, or I don't want that and I'm getting that, or whatever, right? You don't believe. When you believe, and I mean really believe, I don't mean a mantra, I don't mean like little boards of pictures. Those all help, because you have to reprogram. But that's not going to do it. You have to deprogram, reprogram, and understand that your belief is your reality. So when you argue with somebody about how things are, that's great for you. That's how it is for you. If what you thought was true for everybody, then we would all put you up on a pedestal and be going, right? Star Wars. You know, the robot did a few amazing things. Yeah, it's just a trick. We can do these things too, but when we don't understand it, and let's talk about that. You know what's C3PO, that's the guy, the middle guy in Star Wars. Boy, you Star Wars people are going to rip me on this. At one point they go to a village and, everybody's captured and they're going to, eat them for dinner, and he elevates the chair that he's sitting in and floats around, and ooh, and they all thought he was God. That's us. Oh. Ooh. Aliens. Hey, listen, I'm going to ask you something. If you think there can't be life on other planets, then you don't believe we're on Mars, right? Because, we just put a helicopter on there. We've been to the moon. If we, the pea brains, can be on the moon and Mars, why couldn't somebody else? I mean, this is ridiculous to think that we're the only ones. Oh, now we're going there. Now it's okay. If you'd have told somebody 100 years ago we'd be doing that, they'd think you were insane. They'd probably burn you at the stake. This is how we function. And this is how your world, your reality functions. Your beliefs are putting you in a box. Or, if you let it go and say, I don't know, but I do know everything's possible. I don't know how that is. I don't know how this is. I know that how I see the world is my world. So when we get hung up on these arguments, oh my gosh, some of the things people say, well, I like you, Landria, until you said this was a simulation. Maybe you took the word simulation to be some computer. Simulation is not what humans think it is. So this is the other thing, this simulation means what I think it is, and it can't be that. Simulation means it is not real according to what we really are. In other words, we're simulating certain things using our power and energy because we, the unlimited light beings that continue on after we come out of here, are that. Which means this has to be a simulation. Don't get hung up on the word. Simulation means we're walking through the motions of being a human being, but it's not what you are. That means it has to be a simulation. You don't have to believe me. That's how I see the world, which means that I can do anything I want with it. And if you think this is how it is, then you're boxing yourself in. Why do that? You don't have to. You can believe anything. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Why do people say that in the centuries? You know who says that? Super successful people. You don't see other people saying that are struggling. Why? Because they don't believe that. So they create that. It's really that simple. But somebody just wrote me, Landria, I watch your videos and I feel really good and I go into that frequency and then I go back. I said, yeah, go take the Master Key System, Miracle membership, Miracle Circle membership every month. You have to be on it. You will go back because centuries of programming are in our energy field. And we are one thing. We're a shared energy. So you're going to pick up on all that stuff. And your own experience, simulation of being a human here, has its own energy field. And all the choices you made in that are going to affect you. So it's not easy to let that stuff go. We are self-limiting entities, species. Do you know why? You know, they're starting to tell us about other life forms and stuff now to prepare us because they basically want to, you know, make themselves known because they've been talking to us forever. And you may think, oh, no, oh my God, that's insane talk. Okay, all right. It doesn't make me insane, just makes you a non-believer, that's all. We don't have to judge one another on this stuff. But humans are just so limited and they're so fearful of anything that seems so much more powerful than they are when there is no such thing as something more powerful than they are because everything's one thing, which means everything has equal power. It's just in different simulations. It's just experiencing different forms of itself. That's it. Nothing can destroy you. Somebody said, we were talking about the Georgia Guidestones, and I said, well, the one thing that people are disturbed by, and the stone says, maintain 500 million, right? Somebody's going to exterminate us. No, it didn't say that. We're doing that already. Look what's happening on our planet. So I look at that and I think, so we become so fearful. And somebody made a comment and said, you know, we can't be destroyed anyways. We come back as endless people. So what does it matter? And I said, good, exactly. Why would you fear that? You're not going to be here when that happens anyways. If it does happen, because we can change our future. And that's that whole thing of this is how things are. Great. If you want to create it, go ahead. I don't think we're going into that. I think we've passed it up already. We've changed our future because we have been going to an awakened state. We've done a pretty good job. We got a long way to go. So it's so important for you as a seeker of joy and abundance, health, awakening, to just stop thinking. Stop believing things that confine you. Because you could walk through a wall. You have to resonate with that energy field. This is just science. It's just science, all right? So what happens when you dream? That's your energy field that is still attached to the body, but is able to do things you can't do in a body. That's real. It's just as real as this is. In fact, more real because that's more of what you are. Exploring all this crazy stuff out there, right? You can fly, you can do all kinds of things. So I'm asking you right now, what are you believing that's limiting you, and why would you believe it? You've been told something, or you've seen something, or you've been convinced of something. Somebody, Landria, you need to watch this video. No, I don't. I don't. Don't convince me. I know what I believe, and I don't need to believe what somebody else is saying because they believe that. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you want for yourself. And if you want something big and powerful and amazing, you got to go into it. It's going to be an effort. It's going to be a real task for a lot of you. And others are just going to be so ready to let go. Because it feels so much better to let go than to battle it and feel bad. Belief, that's it. So you have to be on it. Come over to the Miracle Circle monthly membership. It's $29.95 as of this video. That's not going to last that long. You guys want to create businesses? I've got a new training coming out soon. I'll announce that. In the meantime, we've got a really, really amazing online business training system here. Why do I promote that? I want to give you the tools to manifest anything. So when you have knowledge and power and skills, boom. You empower yourself to do things. You can't want to, I want to manifest this, and you're doing nothing about it because you still have a journey. You have to do certain things, take action, learn things. That's how you become that new person that you're manifesting, and it happens because you're making it happen. You're so powerful, it's beyond human comprehension. And I want to ask you something. Is what you're thinking and doing going to be acceptable in the new earth? Is this behavior new earth behavior? If it's not, get it in check now. You do not want to be left in this dense reality. You do not want to stay here, trust me, because things will be happening and it's not going to be pleasant. It's the choice of the people who remain in the density. They're all choosing it. It's not happening involuntary. You have to do it and contribute to it to make it happen. It's not like stuff's just happening. We're doing it, right? You ready? Get on board with it. Belief. That's it. And if you don't believe, then you start working on stuff until you get that right and you realize, oh my gosh, I just did that and that and that and that. It's happening. Why? I'm letting go. I'm not making rules anymore. I know I can do anything. I know as a human being, I have a unique journey. It's a simulation. It's a matrix. We chose it. I know. Not easy stuff. Go down in the description. Manifest Anything. Free video series. I just upgraded it. I'm shooting new videos in there. I offer you all kinds of master classes. Breakthrough Fear, an amazing e-course. Miracle Circle membership. Whole month of master key training. I give that to you, my own training using the Master Key system. And we have a live masterclass once a month. That's included. Yeah. There's no complaining in the new earth. You're whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Check out all my links. Check this out. Like it, don't like it. Subscribe, don't subscribe. It's your life, honey. You can do whatever you want with it. I hope, for my sake, that you do amazing things because you're unlimited and you contribute to the collective. It affects me as the individual experience as a human. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.